Hello everyone, I'm Asha Best. Hope you all are doing well. Hope you all are safe. Dear students, today I welcome you all in class 4, chapter Air Transport from your EVS book. Dear students, before this we discussed two parts of this chapter. In the first part we discussed about roadways. In the second part we discussed about railways. These both were the land transport we discussed earlier. Today we are going to take the third and final part of this chapter in which we will be discussing waterways and air transport. So let's begin. Waterways. As its name itself explaining its meaning, waterways means the transportation system that runs over water or on water. Water transport is the cheapest means of transport. It is not very costly. Everyone can afford it. When compared to other means of transport, it is slower than others. It means that when we compare the speed of this transport with other transportation like the railways, roadways and airways, it is a little slower than others. Ships and boats. Ships and boats are used in the countryside to cross rivers and for fishing in the sea. People use ships and boats to go from one place to another near the coastal areas where they travel using these waterways, and they also use it for fishing in the sea. Fishing is the main occupation for the people, those who live in the areas where they are surrounded with different water bodies. They mainly do fishing. So they use ships and boats for all these purposes. Cargo ships. Cargo ships are used to carry people and goods in very huge quantities from one place to another. Like the bulky goods is transported using these cargo ships. They are huge in size, so they can carry enough goods to transport from one place to another. Here in these pictures also you can see these cargo ships carrying huge amount of load like the bulk goods as well as oil, and they transport all these things between countries from our country to some other countries which are connected through the waterways. Important ports in India. The coasts have number of important ports, namely Mumbai, Kolkata, Chennai, Kandla, Visakhapatnam and Cochin. Mumbai port. This port lies on the country's west coast in Maharashtra. It is administered by the government, mostly used for bulk goods and mostly used for importing and exporting things with other countries. Then comes the Kolkata port. Kolkata port was established in 1870. This port is the oldest in India. British East India Company constructed it to have it as a premier port in British India. It also handles millions of as well as tons of cargoes. It deals with petroleum products, fertilizers, coal, granite and iron ore. After that comes the Chennai port. Chennai port opened in 1881. This port is also one of the oldest ones in India. It mainly handles commodities like petroleum products, fertilizers, coal, granite and iron ore. These are the things which are imported and exported through this Chennai port. Then comes the Kandla port. Kandla port is also known as Deen Dayal port. It is located in Kutch district that is in Gujarat. It was constructed in the year 1950 as the chief port for Western India. Million tons of cargo is transported through this port. This port mainly handles crude oil imports. However, it is also looking forward to handling non-coal cargoes. After that comes the Vishakhapatnam port. This is the only major port located in Andhra Pradesh. Dear students, it mainly handles commodities such as crude oil, coal, general cargo, steel products, manganese ore and iron ore. At last comes the Cochin port. It is also known as Kochi port. It has completed 91 years being in operation. It is located in Kochi, the city on the sea route of Arabian Sea. This is also one of the largest port in India. It is operated by the government established Cochin Port Trust, that is CPT. Now let's talk about air transport. Air transport, the transportation which is functional in air. Through air when we travel from one place to another. Air transport is the fastest means of transport. At the same time, it is the costliest means of transport too. Not every person can afford it as it is very costly. It is fastest as people, those who are traveling through air transport, they can reach to their destination in a limited period of time. It is very comfortable also. Almost every part of India can be reached by airplanes. All the parts of our country can be reached using airplanes. Air transport was started in India in 1911. Now it is widely used for long distance travel. Long distance travel means, suppose if you are traveling from one country to another, basically for that you use air transport so that you can reach your place within time. Cargo ships, not cargo ships here, we'll here talk about cargo planes. By mistake it is printed here cargo ships. It is typed here cargo ships, but instead of that take it as cargo planes. Cargo planes are the special planes which are used to transport perishable goods. Now perishable goods, I would like to tell you the things which cannot be stored for a longer period of time, which can be easily, you can say they can be easily spoiled if you don't use it soon. Okay, if they didn't reach to you as early as possible. For example, the fruits, the vegetables as well as the flowers, they can easily get spoiled, so they need to be transported from one place to another in a short period of time. So that is why cargo planes are used, so that they can be transported easily. Helicopters. Helicopters are used for short distances. They are helpful in times of difficulties such as floods, earthquakes, epidemics, etc. Helicopters are used to rescue people during the times of natural or man-made disasters. Like if any natural disaster takes place, for example the flood, earthquake, if the roads are broken, you cannot travel through roads. During that time, if you have to rescue someone, you need to travel by airways. That is the helicopter. They are the best means of transport during the time of difficulty or emergency. You can reach to the location using helicopters in a safe manner, as well as you can rescue people, those who are stuck in these locations. Even they are helpful in the man-made disasters also, like the forest fire or something like that. In that case also we can use helicopters to reach to these places safely. These are some pictures you can see here. The picture showing earthquake as well as flood. Now, the flood area, you can see it is covered with water all around. So, by road it is impossible to reach or to rescue people from these places. So, in that case, people use helicopters to reach to these places as well as to provide help to the people, those who are stuck in these areas. The Airport Authority of India. The Airport Authority of India manages all the domestic and international airports. It maintains or manages all the domestic as well as the airports which are connecting with other countries. The government has provided air services like Air India or Indian Airlines. These are the government airlines which help people to travel from one place to another, from one country to another. There are many apart from that, there are many private airlines also. They provide services in our country. Okay, like the SpiceJet, the many more are there. Like if you can see here the Indigo, Indian Airlines, SpiceJet. These are the airlines which provide us facilities of traveling through air. I hope you understood the chapter, you liked the video. We'll soon meet with some more interesting videos from your EVS book. Till then, take care and have a nice day.